Hello on a Friday evening. Thank you for joining. I'm doing a special one-off stream. Well, I think it will be a one-off for the new Case of the Golden Idol DLC, which Playstack and Color Grey Games have very kindly given me a key for. This was probably one of my games of last year. Actually, probably my game of last year. Really just, I think I smashed through it in like less than a day, maybe 2 days, because it was very moreish. I just wanted to keep going. And I've been trying to think of how to explain the game without spoiling the base game, which I think is going to be possible because the DLC is a prequel. The main game is about this golden idol that kind of has some powers that are explained as the game goes on. And the game's split up into scenes where you are solving murders, essentially, figuring out who did them, who the people are in the scenes. And in the base game, there's definitely a developing narrative about what the nature of the idol is and what the intents of the people that have it are, what they're trying to do. But I think I will start with just going to watch the DLC trailer. So I thought that would be a good thing to do. Let's get it going. Here we go. Among other things that aren't so pleasant. So if any of that is problematic for you, please, I'll take no offense to you not watching. But yes, I'm not 100% sure on what is in the DLC itself. Most of that stuff is just in the base game, but I'm expecting more of that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I'll head over to the game. And I thought I would just explain the first kind of... no worries. Thought I would explain the first scene of the base game. That's not the first scene of the base game. So the first scene is this guy that we find out is Albert Cloudsley, pushing somebody to their death and essentially stealing the idol from him. So it starts off with a person from the Cloudsley family taking this idol from himself. They're on an exploration to an island somewhere, and then kind of the subsequent scenes are, he dies and passes it on to I think it's his son, and then it kind of goes through various family members over the remaining scenes. But I thought I would just show this because I believe the DLC is kind of leading up to this. So it's about Albert Cloudsley's, and I think his name is Oberon Geller. Their first trip to the island where they find the idol. And I actually have a little recap here that explains what the DLC is going to be doing, so I might just read that first and then we'll get into it. So it says, the Spider of Lanka begins in 1741, 1 year before the first scenario in the Case of the Golden Idol. The new story follows Albert Cloudsley and Oberon Geller on their maiden voyage to the fictional kingdom of Lanka as they visit Redacted, the Raja, whose priest has some startling information concerning the location of a redacted, apparently redacted to turn redacted into redacted. Presented in a completely new setting, thousands of miles from the rainy hills of Blackfield, the Spider of Lanka takes players to the heart of a kingdom in transition. Delve deeper into complex personalities and conflicting motives at play as you scour the courtyards, throne rooms, dockyards, and back alleys for clues behind the grander mystery. And I will just put also in just a link to the game as well, because if it's anything like the base game, then I would strongly encourage anyone to pick it up. Has that chat actually appeared on my message there? Maybe I need to increase the size of my chat window a little bit. Yes, I understand, Snowy. I assume you're going to want to play this at some point, and I do recommend it. Alright, let's get into it. So we've got 3 scenes. Yeah, I'm very, very thankful for the key. I was not expecting that, but I'm very appreciative of PlayStack for giving me the key. So I might click here first. This must be the place. Play Pajak. Okay, so I assume this is Lanka. Don't see any... I'll leave that argument to you. I don't see any clues as to any of who these people are, so we'll go into the overly enthusiastic card game tournament in the Yellow Lily. Alright, so we've got quite a few dead people by the look of it. Looks like we've just got the one scene. Alright, so I do have the, there's an accessibility setting to show highlights, which I do have on, just because I'm not that keen on pixel hunting personally. And I don't think it takes away from kind of the main mechanic of the game, so we'll get to that in a minute. So kind of the first thing we've got to do is go around to these various highlights and pick up words, and we'll see how the words are used in a moment. But yeah, let's look at this guy first, hey? So he looks like he's had a rapier stabbed in his back. Charming. He's got a half-empty flask of rum, a necklace made of human ears, a loaded pistol, a big and slightly bloody knife, a blue rosette, and a letter. Nothing like a necklace of ears. Human ears, no less. Quartermaster, this time I will beat you in Pajak. Get your crew and we shall play in the 8-player tournament at the Yellow Lily. Oberon. Okay, so he's got a letter from Oberon, it seems. We can probably reasonably conclude that he is the quartermaster. I will explain this before I go any further. So there's the exploring and thinking panels. This is the exploring panel where you're kind of looking at the scene, and quite often there are multiple scenes that you can navigate between in the more complicated ones. And then in the thinking panel, you've kind of got the puzzles that you're trying to fill in. So we've got over here, we're going to have the, 8 people that we're going to have to identify. It looks like we're going to have to figure out who killed who, with what weapon, in what order. And then we've also got just a sentence here that at the moment we don't know anything about what is going to happen in there, but we need to fill that in. And there's also another puzzle here that I haven't unlocked, obviously. And so the idea is that the words that we collect, we can kind of drop in to answer off these questions. But I don't think we have enough to actually do anything yet, so go back to exploring. So this looks like the Pajak table, I guess, where they were playing. I don't know what any of this means yet. But it did look like... Right, so we also need to determine the order of the cards in terms of their guess of how strong the hand was. Yeah, gonna need more information for that. Let us leave this unsavory watering hole. You do not appear to have sustained any serious injury, but perhaps a stiff drink will help settle your nerves. He's also got a blue rosette. Don't know what the significance of that is yet. Empty pistol and a loaded pistol. He's got a doctor's kit. Right, so he's Dr. Oberon Geller. Surgeon and hypnotherapist. Right, so it looks like this guy's actually kind of set up shop here. I had assumed from the base game that they were effectively not colonizing, but, you know, stealing artifacts from this island, and perhaps he was actually kind of working here as well. He's got a stiletto, so I think we can be fairly confident that that's Oberon Geller. What in the blazes? They are all dead. Thank you for saving my life, kind sir. He's got a yellow rosette. And he's got a letter. My dear Zabiri, on my arrival in just a few days, we will depart Jampur together. While you await me, I beg you continue to apply yourself to your studies. As Lemurians, we may be held in high regard in Lanka, but we must not become careless and besmirch the Kera family name. Okay, so it's very Kera. So we read that one. Are you skilled at Pajak? Test yourself and win money in this grand tournament. June 11 at sundown at the port in the Yellow Lily. Okay. Yellow Lily card house rules. Broke something, pay for it. Too drunk to play, get out. Lost all of your money, game over. Someone cheated, sort it yourself. The management accepts no liability if you decide to play against Bill. Okay. I don't know who Bill is. Oh, so we've got several Pajak games going, and these rosettes look important as well. Watch out for Bill. Is this Bill? The man is not breathing and has a harpoon sticking out of him. Okay. A huge and bloody mace. He's got a yellow rosette. My strong friend, join me tonight for the Pajak tournament at the Yellow Lily. Bill will be present. Okay, so he's not Bill. So long as he wins, however, he does not become crazed. Please bring Gabriel as a precautionary measure should Bill lose his temper. Oberon. Okay, so this guy is not Bill or Gabriel. Do we have any other names? Not yet. Yellow rosette. We just read that. Okay. Got some more cards, which I don't think we can actually do anything with. Pajak tournament card. Okay, well, here's all our names. So Carlos Luna, Sri Thason, Pangela Senevi, Ruben Hendricks, Gabriel Hubert, Bill Price, Zabiri Kara. Yeah, and these two hadn't played, I guess. Alright, so we're going to have to do some interesting kind of calculations with determining who won what, I guess. It seems like there's probably some kind of correlation of the blue and yellow to whether you won or not. Possibly. Not sure yet. I don't think we did this guy, did we? Oh, what's he got sticking out of his head? The man is not breathing. A blue rosette. A poignard knife. A stiletto with a clean blade. And a dagger. Okay. Guitar blade. Chakram throwing blades. Now, is that what this guy's got? I think it probably is. Yeah, they look like the same. Man is not breathing. Blue rosette, a sword. We got this guy. Man is not breathing also. Oberon wants to embarrass himself again. Round up Sri and Reuben from the ship and meet at the Yellow Lily at around 10. Quartermaster. Okay. Clean Navahala knife. Okay, so we've got all the words now, so that's one thing. You can see that it's like a green box around the bottom here, which tells you you've got all the actionable words. Okay, so here we've got an idea of who's actually won. So I'm going to take notes because this is going to be too hard otherwise, I think. So okay, so it looks like B is higher than P. And C is higher than 2 A's, but A is higher than B. A is greater than B, which is greater than P. I would say C has to be higher then. How do we... Oh, right, they've got pictures on them. So Centaur, I think, is the highest. Then Archer. Then Boar, then Peasant. Ooh. Good to have an early win. Alright. Who killed whom chronologically? So it's going to be a Pajak game. So somebody lost a Pajak game to somebody else. Somebody thought they had cheated, so he tried to take somebody's something. Okay. Okay, so this game here, do we know who that was? That is this case here. So Oberon won that. So if somebody thought that somebody else had cheated, they would have to be the loser, presumably. So one of these guys, either Gabriel Jula or Carlos. Someone had cheated. Oops. Now, based on where the cards are, maybe we can figure something out. So we got the game over here, which is the game that involved Oberon. So I would assume we're looking at... I don't know if that's a fair assumption, but presumably these two guys were playing each other. Let's say this guy was playing that guy, and then Oberon must have been playing... Oberon had to be playing this guy. I can't see any other way, because that game is definitely this game here. So I think this guy is Carlos Luna. It's this one. How are we going to determine the order that it occurred in? Interesting. Oh, so the rosette might just indicate which board you've got. So he should have the blue one, and he's got the yellow one. Yeah, that makes sense. He's got a yellow. So he must have been playing this guy. So, and he is Zabiri, so Bill Price must be this guy, I assume. Where's Bill Price? Price. And then we've got... So we don't know who won here, but we know this guy had blue. These guys were playing each other. It's not this, it's not this. But we can't know. Alright, we need to look at the cards. So, 2 C's would have been a winning hand. So that would have been a win to blue. And then C would have beaten the A, so a win to yellow. And then A beats B, so win to yellow again. If we go here, that must be this table then. And blue is Pangela Senevi, which is this guy. Angela Senevi. And Sri Thason is Mustache Man. Or Thagson. Thagson? Thagson. So that leaves these 2 fellas. Do we know who won that game? No, we don't know that either. So, A beats, an archer beats a peasant. It's a win to yellow. 2 archers would beat 2 boars, so another win to yellow. And then a win to blue. So he's yellow. He won the first 2. So that's Ruben Hendricks. Which guy was that? Hatman. Ruben Hendricks. So that means this guy is Gabriel. Oh no, it's not right. What have we done wrong? Gabriel Hubert. Win yellow, win yellow. Alright. Those 2 are a lock. This is win, 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 loss, win. Which has to be these 2. And this guy is yellow. He's not Sri or Ruben. That adds up. Let's go to the card games again. This is win to yellow. Oh, an archer and a centaur would beat a boar and a centaur, so that's another win to yellow. And an archer beats a peasant, so that's 3 wins. 3 wins to yellow. So that didn't get counted? It's strange. He's blue and he's yellow. I mean, that makes sense. Wonder why they didn't put it on the board. I'm pretty sure that is Zubiri yellow, Bill Price blue. Bottom left board. And this board, we've got win to yellow, archer beats peasant. 2 archers beat 2 boars, so another win to yellow. And then a centaur beats a peasant, so a win to blue. So that's the top left board. It's 2 wins and a loss, which would have to be this one. And yellow is Reuben, which is this guy. Yep. Reuben was playing Gabriel Hubert. Is that guy? What about this one? Top right board. We've got a win to yellow, win to blue, and another win to blue. That's this game. So yellow would be Pandilla. This guy's Pandilla. Oh, I've got that backwards. Pandilla Senevi. Phew. Getting to doubt myself already. Not a good start. Okay, so somebody lost. It's got to be lost. Somebody lost a Pajak game to somebody else. They thought, hey Kaon, how's it going? They thought they'd cheated, so he tried to take somebody's money. Now, how are we going to figure that out? He's been stabbed. No, he's not dead. Oh, we didn't read this. It's crucial to our operations in the South Seas to secure trading fortresses in the Lanka archipelago. Regrettably, Lemuria continues to object to it and advises the local rulers against our presence. The Lemurians cannot project their power directly, but they still have the spiritual authority in the Lankan kingdoms, which used to belong to the now crumbled Lemurian Empire. The Lemurian influence on Lanka must be broken. Cooperate with our agents in the region, in particular, Mage, Widower, and Doctor could prove useful. I guess they're code names. Remember that your reward for a job well done will be enormous. He's got a clean sword. So I don't reckon this guy did anything. When drawing lots for match pairings, arrange it so the newcomer plays against the best player here. He wants to test his skills. Don't know if that's significant. So he was shot, by the look of it. Who has a gun? Is it only this guy? None of these guys have guns. So Oberon must have killed him. Let's just put that in, even though we don't know what order it happened in. Oberon Geller. Oh, the weapon, pistol. Carlos Luna. What is going to give us the order? He seems to be sounding like he didn't know what had happened. Although he's been cut. He's asleep. He's been harpooned. Who the hell had a harpoon? He's got a rapier in his back. What can tell us? So he obviously didn't die before this guy, because this guy's got one of these chakram throwing blades in his head. So Gabriel Hubert was killed with a chakram, presumably by Sri Thagson, and that must have happened before this guy got killed, because it's hard to kill somebody when you're dead. So who killed this guy? Very unclear. He's got a head wound. What am I missing? He's got a harpoon. Oh, he's holding a mace. A huge and bloody mace. Like a mace would do this kind of injury. Well, this guy's died from that. This guy's died from the rapier. This guy's been shot. So this guy must have been done in with the mace, presumably from this guy. So let's say Pangela Sinevi got him with a mace. That must have been in that order. So who got him with the harpoon? So this must have been even earlier then. So who had the harpoon? It's this guy. He's a fisherman. This guy's completely out of it. This guy got stabbed with a sword, with a rapier. Oh, he's got a gun. It's loaded though. He's got an empty one. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he did the shooting of this guy. Somebody lost a Padjack game to somebody else. So that was either Carlos Luna, Angela Sinevi, or Gabriel Hubert. Or it could have been. We figured out who won that, didn't we? Zubiri won all 3 games. And it did say... Somebody had a note saying that Bill doesn't like losing. Who had that? Please bring Gabriel as a precautionary measure should Bill lose his temper. So if Bill lost to Zubiri, lost his temper, which one's Gabriel? He's this guy. Holding a dagger though. Are they clean blade, dagger? All his weapons are clean. Who the hell had the harpoon? I mean, I could just guess at this point, but I don't really want to. So he was the guy who was meant to kind of slow Bill down if he did lose his temper. Because Oberon asked Pangela to bring Gabriel as well. So long as he wins, however, he does not become crazed. So it's conceivable that this guy's... He stabbed him in the back, though. That seems a bit... It's not really trying to calm somebody down. What am I missing? This empty flask of rum. Oberon wants to embarrass himself again. Round up Sri and Reuben from the ship. So you would assume that somebody from the ship has the harpoon. Why they're walking around with the harpoon is beyond me. So Sri and Reuben. Reuben didn't have anything to do with it by the look of it, so I'm going to say this guy is Harpoon Man. So Carlos, Luna, Harpoon, Angela, Sinevi. And Gabriel Hubert. Don't expect this to be alright. Did Bill Price? Oh, with the rapier. Hey! Oh, that's good. So then it's most likely going to be Bill Price lost a Pajak game to Zubiri Kara. Bill Price thought Zubiri Kara had cheated, so he tried to take Zubiri Kara's money? Not quite right. I don't think anybody tried to take his necklace of ears. Oh, I could have tried to take his rosette? Why would... Why though? It could be a name that's wrong, or it could be this. No, we don't actually have rosette as an option, do we? So, can't be that. Tried to take his ear? I mean, he's collecting ears. Possible. Because he doesn't actually have any money. Oh, and also he's holding his ear. Yeah, he tried to take his ear. The young Lemurian Zabirikara, bored of his studies, went down to the Yellow Lily to participate in a Pajak tournament. He played against the skilled but hot-headed quartermaster Bill Price and won. Bill, incredulous that he could have lost to a newcomer, accused Zabiri of cheating and tried to take his ear. Alright. One down. It's only one way to grow your ear collection. You get the 2 that you're given, and you've got to take after that. Today is the most important day in your life, children. You will meet a Lemurian saint and other powerful people. Okay. So we got Oberon. Oh, is this? I think this is actually Albert Cloudsley. I'm guessing this is the saint? Maybe? What is this? It looks like a car. We'll find out. The unfortunate accident at the Raja's court. Okay. So we've got Albert Cloudsley now. I did not expect my first Seven Seas assignment to conclude so shockingly. No wonder these savage countries need to be civilized. Wow. Probably should have put some colonization kind of stuff in my content warning. He's got a sword. Albert, we must strengthen relations with Abhaya the Radiant, which I assume is the saint, in order to establish a trading outpost in Lanka and bring these 4 locally produced pigments to Europe. Usharik, produced in mines filled with toxic gas. Aphid, gathered from silverback piranha-infested lakes. Laqua, harvested from the nesting crickets. Sector, gathered from the sector spiders. Our Cultural Tolerance Department has provided a gift, a statue appropriate to these devil-worshipping societies. Find out if they appreciated it. Consider pretending to be a devil worshipper too. 7 Seas Central Office. London Burr. Delightful. What is this? A pipe? He's got some tobacco. He's got a picture of a gift on a spoon into a mouth. Spoon feeding. Albert, I will not be able to accompany you on your first 7 Seas mission. A pressing matter requires my attention. 1. Ignore whatever rubbish Central Office has suggested. 2. Befriend Putra. He has the Raja's ear. Perhaps literally. When you arrive, place the gift in the location as instructed on the wrapping paper. It is meant to be a surprise. So I guess this is maybe an actual physical location. 7 Seas Company Associate Travel Guide. Navigation. Navigating by star. Once you are facing the North Star, you are facing north. Navigating by crescent moon. Imagine a line joining the endpoints and down into the horizon. That direction is south. Okay, so that suggests south. Looking at the moon here. South's over here somewhere. On the island of Lanka, as with many other former colonies of the Lemurian Empire, the lingua franca is Common Lemurian. This is an example of Common Lemurian script. Note that the honorific master is followed by the surname. For the last century, the island of Lanka has been divided in 3 kingdoms, each named by their ruler's family. They are Jaffna, Kamini, and Vijaya kingdoms. Each kingdom is ruled by a Raja who subjugates the peasantry, enabling the cheap production of cloth, pigments, and spices. Okay, read that. Okay. So he's just being a typical colonizer. We got some other scenes to look at as well. Let's get done here first. Keep your mouth shut, boy. Your father committed a murder and cannot be forgiven. Undoubtedly, His Highness will demand your life. He's got a key and a note. So we know he's Albert Cloudsley. Let's just fill that in. Albert Cloudsley. Position guards outside the Chamber of Trials during the test in the morning. Only my children and the priest must be allowed in there. The priest forbids the presence of any Westerners during the ritual, but we do not wish to insult a man of the Seven Seas Company. Entertain Albert Cloudsley, Esquire, by showing him the gardens during the ceremony. Meanwhile, allow nobody to enter the ritual hall except me, my children, the Lemurian delegation, and our noble Blade Master. Cease your threats, Lankan lackey. I am not to blame for my father's deceptions, but perhaps this is the price we pay for our stagnating culture. Okay, so his father's being accused of murder. I beg you, cease to request that we meet. You know it is unwise. Venerable Upic's watchful eyes notice everything. He is your father, and you know his character. He will not tolerate such transgression. I am a mere servant and must know my place. I can never be part of Kera family. Okay, so Ari's a servant. And this is... what's his name again? I've forgotten. It'll show up. Do not worry, young Lemurian. If it is meant for you to die today, it will be by my hand and swift. I have killed many people for the right and the wrong reasons. Such is the Dharma of the warrior. My tiger, have you found anything that might help me earn my rightful title? Then you can be by my side forever. Leave it in the bush by the pyre. That insufferable Putra has his dogs search out things regularly, so we must be careful. Your moonlight and soon your queen. Okay, so we don't know what his name is. Where should we go next? Okay. Oh. Delicious. Following people only are allowed in the ritual hall on November 16. During the testing procedure in the morning, the Lemurian priests, the potential heirs. During the ritual of the blade in the evening, Lemurian delegation, the royal family, spy master, blade master. Okay. I don't know if this ritual is supposed to kill the person or it's like a test after which they're crowned. Oh, delightful. Okay, so we've got a person in the box. Roomy in the eye? Woman is not breathing. Got some blue gunk on her fingers. All will be unlocked the morning they take the test. When the winner is revealed, we will lock it again. The evening before the ritual, lock yourself inside and set everything up. Remember to prepare the apron for the one who succeeds. The red paint is in the vase. Upic. My tender petal, I spend my nights restlessly thinking about your sweet lips and eyes. Let us meet again at midnight on 12th of November in the Orchid Garden. There we can have privacy to share love and secrets. Your warrior, Jayan. So I'm going to say this guy is Jayan something. Dear Diary, I believe I have finally found love after all these years. I wonder if I can leave my servitude and marry this brave fighter. The poor boy will be heartbroken, but he should have understood a long time ago that I have no interest in him. Oh boy, okay, so there's somebody else in the picture. Right, so this is an opening. What does that achieve? Sure about that yet? Bottle of teal substance labeled aphid ink. This clue has been added to the... Oh, delightful. Okie dokie. Don't know what any of that means. Guessing these are the different substances. That looks great. What else we got? Bottle of pink substance labeled Usharic ink. We got more puzzles. Not sure what the significance of that puzzle is yet. Okay. So that was in here. Also got this building. This is amped up quite a lot from the first level. First scene. Did not get precise answers, but this will help. 1. Rotate the line every fourth same color, circle, circle, square. Number of horizontal lines multiplied by 6. 3 is easy, just look carefully. Large statue. So this is where something got put, right? The gaping mouth. Tomorrow is the big day and my heart trembles with anticipation. If Tissa passes the test, I will not feel I have failed. I will witness his ritual of blade with joy in my heart. For none is braver and wiser and worthier than him to inherit father's responsibilities. If I happen to be picked, I will bow my head in humble appreciation of this great honor. So I guess this isn't Tissa. The woman has a huge wound across her abdomen beneath an apron, and she is not breathing. Yikes. Wooden apron and clothing beneath it have been slashed. There is a mixture of blood and red paint on the wound. Stiff ornamented apron made of wood. People of Albion, leaflet number 8. Best way to learn this language is by looking at the Seven Seas Company's gift to the Raja. Like their name, the Infernal Guard are dedicated to a noble cause, fighting fire. Yelling to clear the way, they hurry to the place of ordeal to do their unenviable job. Guards do not feel fear and smirk at things that would be agony to commoners. They bravely step into the infernal limbo and do their duty. Challenges they face are like lava, and obstacles can be ominous, and during the nights even otherworldly. But inattentiveness is a swift killer. Ignited with bravery, they step into the nightmares. Their burden is monstrous. They often yell commands, already fatigued. If accidents can cause such misery, intentional cases are more odious. But the men, unclean and tired, run to the place of terror to face whatever horror awaits them. Best way to learn this language is by looking at the Seven Seas Company's gift to the Raja. May you travel from darkness to light, from death to immortality, dear sister. Death is a mere illusion that appears to those who cannot grasp absolute reality. Tomorrow is a great day. The ritual hall will be opened and Anula and I will be evaluated. Okay, so Anula and Tissa are the brother and sister, I guess. May light guide my sister in the test, for she is worthy of the title. If fate judges me to be the one, then I am ready to undergo the journey through the blade to the sun and back again to claim my birthright. I suggest you do your language practice while observing the Seven Seas Company gift to Raja. What is the Seven Seas Company gift to Raja? Because he got... it's like a box inside a mouth. Is there another mouth we haven't got to yet? Sure what the gift is. Oh, here's this dude from the cover art for the game. No. Okay, so I think this is Tissa. And that's Anula. Who else do we have? Oh man. So they did a test. One of them passed and one of them failed. But he used the gift. I'm just not sure what the gift is yet. Okay. Been there. Haven't been in here. Deadliest arthropods of Lanka. Sector spider feed only twice a week. Calmarian scorpion, a quick and painful death. Plain beetle, the merciful killer like falling asleep. Legion centipede, after death, victim's body bloats like a balloon in minutes. Nesting cricket, bite stops heart quickly. A centipede, a cricket, a small spider, a scorpion, and a beetle. Centipede, a cricket, a spider, a scorpion, and a beetle. A centipede, cricket, spider, scorpion, beetle. Okay, so they're all there. One of these presumably was used to kill somebody. Probably not the Legion centipede, because we haven't seen anybody that's bloated. Alright, so we got the Kamini Kingdom, Vijaya Kingdom, Jaffna Kingdom, and then capitals. Dear Putra, I did my best to seduce that Lemurian servant girl from Sukera family. Okay, so that's her, we think. So we could obtain successful results for the young prince in the test. Surprisingly, she was not charmed by my advances. I do not know what is wrong with her. Seems dubious. Can I trust him? This is Royal Blade Master G. That makes that guy Jian G. I think he's the Blade Master. So we found this poem and picture in the palace garbage. What's the significance of these words? You will be heir. You, right. This was not hard to decode, but the method is curious. Picture is the key. Is the key. Yeah, I'm not sure how the picture is the key of that. Bottle of black substance labeled Sector Ink. Okay. Let's keep poking, I think, for now. You wanted life for life, O most radiant and magnificent Raja. Has this information satisfied your needs? Small box filled with incense sticks. Your magnificent... Oh. Did not mean to do that. Your Magnificence, some encoded correspondence is being exchanged between someone at the palace and somebody else. I do not like it, and my spies are working overtime to discover who is behind this. I still believe it is safe for your children to undergo the test and for the chosen one to go through the rites of rebirth. The Lemurian saint confirms that the ritual is the same as when you were sworn in when you came of age. By day's end, you will have your heir, Your Highness, Master's son. I don't think we've seen many masters. I feel like this guy has to be Master's son. Bottle of blue substance labeled Lacquer ink. Magnificent Raja. I accept your invitation to facilitate the test and the initiation. Our delegation will arrive with the necessary equipment at the start of November. Regarding the Westerners, you already know that we strongly advise against trading with them. They do not understand the importance of Lemurian tradition and their ways are impure. High Priest of Kara clan. Sharing this secret, I will allow your Zibiri to live, but he must join me on the journey as insurance for your honesty. You are free to leave with your delegation. Tarblade. Okay, so he is Kara. This is Zibiri Kara. Do we know what Zibiri's father's name is? I am a mere servant and must know my place. Oh, he is your father, so you pick. You pick Kara, and there's also Ari. It's at least a request that we meet. So he's the Raja, right? Do we know what his name is? So we had the word Raja. Where is it? There. Oh, so that's not a name. Wait, the moon is pointing to the south, so... What else can we see? You can see hills. You wouldn't be able to see that from Jambupar, or I think we must be in Lanka, which means he's like Vijaya. Who's the humble servant though? This person? There is the person that died inside this box. Harry Kara. She got seduced by the fighter. That adds up. I'd like to get the people's names sorted first. I think that will... It's probably the easiest place to start. Who is Yupik? Is he the priest? Oops. Oh, what's up here? They eat something, they lie down. The sword. Not sure what I'm looking at. These are obviously the steps of the ritual. Guess it's kind of symbolizing the spirit leaving, being touched and then kind of re-entering. Okay. Leave it in the bush, so that's Ari Sakara, we're assuming, talking to the Blade Master, and they left something in the bush. Rotate the line every fourth, same color. Circle, circle, square. Circle, circle, square, circle, circle, square, circle, circle, square. The number of horizontal lines multiplied by 6. 2, 3, 6. 3 is easy, just look carefully. Right, so it's just pick the right shape. So that is correct. That is a fail. That's a succeed. And we would assume that, well, these guys must be Vijayas as well, right? Because they're the Raja's children. I think we knew that, didn't we? Surely we knew that. Yeah, father's responsibilities, surely, yep. So he must be Putra's son. Do we know this guy's name? Well, presumably Abaya, then. No. Okay. Sufferable Putra. Okay. No, I'm pretty sure he's Abhaya Vijaya. And he's got to be Zabiri's father. He's definitely Zabiri Kara. Yupik Kara. He's got a note, sorry, a note saying Tissa, so that's Anula and that's Tissa. And you would assume that they share the surname of their father. Might be a Western assumption, but he's definitely Albert. There was something about master, wasn't there? Note that the honorific master is followed by the surname. Yeah, I think we've got the right surname. And Putra. He has the Raja's ear. Why do I think his name is Yupik? Because this guy, no, he has a note. Venerable Yupik's watchful eyes notice everything. He is your father and you know his character. You will not tolerate such transgression. Father committed a murder. The other option is this guy's. The names of the cities. So interestingly, we've got more than 2 wrong. So we know Jaya is Raja. Let's check this because we think. Oops. Where did Yupik go in this? In the city of. Which city were we in? We didn't have that. In the city of Lanka. No. Okay, so one of those is wrong. Well, 2 of them, at least. Don't see how it could be Clusapar. If south is over there. Wait. Oops. Original line joining the endpoints and down into the horizon. That direction is south. Right. So south is. There's hills to the south of where we are. No, it's probably not that one. It's probably Clusapar. There's hills right where we are as well, which is kind of off-putting. Looks like there's hills to the south and to the west. Is it Clusapar? Was that the city? Clusapar in the Gamini region. No, that's not right either. Okay. So we do. We know that Anula must have passed. I've got to get one of these things looked in to have a starting point. Anula must have passed the test, right? Yeah. Anula passed. Tissa didn't. Okay, so they're not Vijaya, they must be the other town. Gamini. So I'm just reading that map completely wrong. Let's see how there's hills to the west as well as south. has to be Clusipar there, right? Which was Gamini. Yeah, okay. He's the Raja, so we know this is Anuli Gamini, Tissa Gamini. They're in the city of Clusipar, which is somewhere there. So 2 of these are wrong. I did wonder if these names were the other way around, possibly. Where was his name? I think it was in the person in the temple. He had a note. Your warrior Jayan. That suggests to me it's a first name, but maybe not. Right. So they were filling out their tests. One of them got it right and got to do the ritual. The other one got it wrong and didn't. So the Lemurian delegation is everybody except for the royals, the spy master and the blade master. It's 3 of them. They're the royals. He's the blade master. Pretty sure he's not part of the Lemurian delegation, so you're free to leave with your delegation. So Zubiri Kara is definitely part of the delegation. Wait, let's find the other place where Jayan G was. So many notes and they're all over the place. So he's the high priest. He's got the robe on, which I think is in the picture, right? Yeah. So I'm happy with that. You're free to leave with your delegation. So take Yupik Kara as part of the Lemurian delegation. But the spy master and the blade master are not, and the royals aren't. So that would mean Zubiri Kara is part of it. Oops. Yupik Kara, Zubiri Kara, and Ari. One of these names is wrong, right? Ah. It's Karagon. Okay. So that is Ari Sakura. We've got Yupik Kara. Got Abaya Gamini. Zubiri Kara. So it's these 2 guys that aren't right. We know that is Abaya Gamini. Some of these aren't right, so he must be the spy master, and he must be the blade master. That makes sense. Where did we find? There was somewhere else we saw a note from G, Royal Blade Master G. I would think that was a surname then. Where do they refer to Putra? That's possible. Putra is the surname? There's another note somewhere. Where was it? That one. Master's son. So his last name is Son. So yeah, so we know Ari Sakura's right. We know Anula Gamini and Tissagamini are right. Albert Cloudsley's right. Zabiri Kara, Yupik Kara, and Abaya Gamini. Well, that's what I had originally. Oh. Okay, so it must have been... I had the surnames the wrong way around before. Okay, so he's the Blade Master. Spy Master is Putra's son. Okay. So, let's figure out what actually happened. So, Enola Gam... Oh no, she's not the only one who died. Someone demanded someone's life, but instead something as something in exchange. So they were demanding this guy's life because he's saying, your father committed a murder and cannot be forgiven. His Highness will demand your life. So he demanded Zabiri Kara's life, but instead Yupik Kara revealed a secret in exchange. Now 2 people died. Anula Gamini and Ari Sakura. What's the gift that they found? That I'm not sure about. I think it was in this statue's mouth. Delivered by Albert Cloudsley. Using a something which he found in the mouth of the statue. I think somebody killed somebody using a something. No, maybe not killed. No, somebody killed Ari Sakura, I think. Somebody killed her, which meant she couldn't operate this thing from inside to save. Yeah. Yeah, I'm barely holding on. There's definitely moments where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to figure this out. Which could be quite embarrassing. But it's coming together so far. So I think Anula Gamini died as a result of somebody killing Ari Sakura. But who killed her? Throw me in the eye. Well, not embarrassing yet. Red paint is in the vase. Red paint is in the vase. Right, so it's meant to look like they've survived an attack. Like the ritual. The ritual's, this blade has swung and it's, mortally wounded them, but they've come back from the dead. But in reality, it's a trick box where the person doesn't actually get hit and then they put some paint on them to make it look like they did. Don't know what the significance of that is, though. Roomy in the eye. It's got to be one of these bugs involved, though, right? Where's the descriptions of the bugs? There's a description of the, yeah. We don't know what the significance... Oh, it's pigments. Okay, so Usharic pigment produced in mines filled with... And we saw that in the temple. So aphid is teal. Usharic is pink. I think we saw some somewhere else too, didn't we? Where was that? Maybe I imagined. Ah, here. Sector is black. Okay, so that means the one that... Wait. Pigments. Where was that? Yeah. So we're looking for lacquer, which is from the crickets. Bite stops the heart quickly. What was the gift? So their gift was the statue, appropriate to these devil-worshipping societies. Place the gift in the location as instructed on the wrapping paper. It's meant to be a surprise. Somebody else had a note saying, look inside. Leave it in the bush by the pyre. It's fine. The statue, which had the thing hidden in it. Did what's her face have a note? So she's definitely got... Oh, she's killed the cricket? Was that in here? Maybe in the eye. I still don't get this bottle. Somebody killed her using a cricket. Just you do your language practice while observing the Seven Seas Company gift to Raja. It's the significance of the statue. So they both got that note, right? Best way to learn this language is by looking at the Seven Seas Company's gift to the Raja. It was that other note. Where was it? Yeah. Found this poem and picture in the palace garbage. Picture is the key. It's going alright. I'm up to the second one of 3. And I haven't brute forced anything yet. I could brute force the last couple of things here if I really wanted to, but I'm trying not to. No, I'd say pretty similar. It's not. I'm fairly sure it's not going to be able to have the like kind of long like the payoff, the narrative payoff, just because there's only 3, whereas there's like 11 in the base game, or 12 including the epilogue. That's okay. It's still a challenge. So okay, so it looks like it's saying use this line which gives you like yellow. What's an ocelot? A medium-sized wildcat. Okay. Yeah, so all these words kind of line up with a lion. Beast, emperor, hunter, eat, instinct, raw. So if we go back over here, read this with this devil-looking thing. Let me see if I can figure out what this says. Infernal, I guess. Fire. Yelling. I'm going to say it's probably ordeal and unenviable, just because I imagine that's the word you. The word the classic winged snailed llama of popular mythology. But does it look like the GitLab logo? I don't think so. It's not far off though, to be honest. So we're looking for the words here that kind of match thematically with this statue. So I think infernal and fire maybe, which gives us, and then we take from that other lion puzzle, we take the first letters of those puzzles, which would give us if, yelling, ordeal, unenviable, you. If you guess fear, agony, infernal, limbo. So if you fail, lava, ominous, otherworldly, killer, look. If you fail, look. Nighted nightmares, in. Monstrous, yell, my. This is going to be mouth. Misery, odious, unclean, terror, horror. If you fail, look in my mouth. Right, so the order of events. Where is it? Is one of them failed this test. Tissa failed the test. And I gotta say, just looking at him, well, looking at him here, he's looking pretty shady. He's like looking to the side. So he failed the test, didn't do the ritual. His sister did the ritual. He looked in the mouth, found the cricket, the nesting cricket. Doesn't say what to do with it though. But nobody else could have entered. Where's the order of events? Wait, what was left by the pyre again? Oh, there was something that explained the order of the... Maybe I'm imagining that. There was something explaining like the order of the ritual, who went in and out. Where was that? Position guards outside the... Only my children and the priest must be allowed in there during the test. Okay, so it's possible they did the test separately to the... No, she had a note. No, did she have? When the winner is revealed, we will lock it again. Evening before the ritual, lock yourself inside and set everything up. Remember to prepare the apron. So she was already inside. Oh, the evening before the ritual, not before the test. I feel like it was Tissa Gamini. Who used a cricket. Yes. Young Prince Tissa failed to pass the Lemurian test to become an heir, so, as advised by a secret correspondent, he took receipt of a bottle containing a deadly insect along with instructions delivered by Albert Cloudsley. Before the ritual, Tissa threw the bottle into the machine and murdered the Lemurian servant Ari. She could not lower Princess Anula and the princess died. So threw me in the eye. Oh, the eye of the box. Right. Okay. Cool. Success. Oh, we already watched this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I was just assuming there would be another little cutscene, but there wasn't. Okay. In the web of the spider. What do we got going on this time? Haha, thought you could fool me, Spider. I have captured you, and now you will answer for the death of the princess. The ambush of the spider. Jemadar Elara's son and Havildar Lanja's Sinya will hide in the boats and guard the second entrance. Names. So that's two of these guys, I guess. What do we got here? Albert Cloudsley. Sent by the Seven Seas Company head office to help establish new trading posts. Dangerous, very arrogant, cannot be bothered to learn the basics of common Lemurian to improve his situation. Got a bunch of age and height and weight information. Narcissus Montalban. Claims to be 1,000 years old. Natural philosopher, alchemist, and astrologer, banished from the Society of Hermetic Thought for revealing their secrets, claims to be able to switch someone's life off. Several philosophers who had conflicts with him died from unexplained causes. Very dangerous. Master Putra's son. That's this guy. I'm going to put... No, I don't need to identify him. These are all 5 shareholders of Titania Printing House. All of them are affiliated with the Seven Seas Company. Have a good hunt. I hope you will arrest the bastard. Master of Archive and Library, Siva Udawate. We got a bunch of European suspects, I guess. An Aquitian Marquis. Despite his stature, he is a master swordsman. Has killed at least 7 people in duels and was subsequently banished from Aquitania. Wears expensive clothing, afraid of heights, may attack without provocation, extremely dangerous. Oberon Geller. Unmarried, has concealed for the last 5 years that he has a Lankan mistress. Connections to the underworld. Respected among pirates. Somewhat dangerous. Reuben Hendricks, still alive. Unmarried. Shipwright and former carpenter on the pirate ship Rabid Raccoon, has a wooden leg, pretends to be drunk and quiet when it benefits him, steals and has instigated riots, made a fortune in Pajak, which makes me wonder if he hides cards in his wooden leg. Somewhat dangerous. Okay. Master Putrasan, I've already shared my suspicions about the disaster of the rebirth ritual. He is one of the shareholders of Titania Printing House, but my honor does not allow me to reveal his name. However, he goes by the name of Spider, and I plan to meet him at the printing house on November 22nd. Let me settle my private matter with him first, and then he's all yours. So one of these guys is the Spider. But we don't know who it is. At gunpoint. Insolence. Blasphemy. You thought that the disguise would have saved you? No luck for you, Sparta. Tonight during the operation we'll practice an old Lankan code. Imagine what number the picture represents. In the sentence, count to the word matching that number. So, follow me. 0, 5. Follow me. Maybe. It's hard to understand him, Master. The mask is muffling his voice. We have to get it off properly to interrogate him. He's got a club. He appears not to be armed, Master. We just searched him. Okay, so we don't know who the Spider is yet. That's a lot of text to fill in. Got some cute little bugs and over here though. It's a bit of fun. Alright. Holy dooly, okay. So, No, we're not over there. Let me figure out where we were. Not there. Okay, so the water is at 6.5 somethings. I should have done voices, shouldn't I? I probably would have come off very poorly given the cultural kind of nature of this game. Not that I'm going to offend a fictitious nation, but you take my point. Right. Basket maximum load 4 vases. Alright. Oh, this is the High Priest's cloak, and he's using a scooter. But it looks like maybe pretending to be the High Priest. Oh, right, so this is like a passing something down in the basket. What else we got going on? We saw that. At the building itself. And then we got somebody dead over here. Titania printing house. Why can't I zoom in on that? Suspicious. Okay. Ouch. The man is not breathing. I'm not surprised. He's got an axe through his head. Tonight during the operation we'll practice an old Lankan code. Imagine what numbers the picture represents. In the sentence, counter the word matching that number. So, guard, front door. He's meant to be guarding the front door. He didn't do a very good job of it though, did he? No offense, mate. I guess there's like a trapdoor over there. Okay, so you can get in several ways. Okay. These old Lemurians are impenetrable. My spies report that a young Lemurian, Zaviri Kera, has arrived in the city. He is the son of Lemurian priest Yupik Kera. Well, that would have been useful to know in the last one. He probably does not know much about their old culture, but apparently has amazing Pajak skills. Artifact. More and more evidence has led me to believe that the Lankan legend about the Fountain of Youth on a secret island and the rumours about the forbidden golden idol refer to the same thing. Lemurians are extremely skeptical about their technological past. The topic is completely taboo in their society, which could be related to the downfall of their empire. Bit of European judgment there. They are reluctant to reveal the locations of their ancient technologies, but maybe in the future I can acquire some leverage. Lemurians, they have forced my hand with their conservative stubbornness. I will not let these old mystics sabotage the Seven Seas Company needs. It is time to invest in some creative research and see if I can find more about their secretive rituals and what makes them tick. What a peculiar principle, life for life. If you do something good or bad to Lemurian, he is obliged to return the same amount back. Is it really that black and white, or is there some diplomatic leeway? Well, this is all interesting if you have played the base game. Not critical to this section though, I don't think. Okay, so November 22nd, 8 AM, meeting with the nephew of the bookworm. 10 AM, pick up the pistol from the repairman. 2 PM, buy supplies for the boat trip. 6 PM, meeting with the double widower. 8 PM, rehearse the escape plan. 10 PM, meeting with the money bag. 1 a.m. meeting with the old butterfly. 6 a.m. meeting with the green boy. Cool nicknames. What's going on with these bugs? I'm ready to settle my debt to you. I will arrive on Friday at the time you specified. Please be alone. We are commissioning prints of these titles. Common Guards, Cuts and Master Strikes with the Longsword by Paul Weber. Will of the Demon by Isidore Dux. When Crabs Attack by Jan Visser. Proof of Life After Death by Mahesh. Lemurian Legends by John Swinley. 7 Leaves, poetry by Samantha Orfrey. I feel like I'm missing something significant here. We got a missing mask. Educational pictures for Little Pootra by Spider. Oh, okay, so there's these little... Right. So the bugs are people. Got the butterfly. Is that a butterfly? This is the spider. Might have putting something into the cup. It's a mosquito, right? Yowza. Spider's pouring a drink for the mosquito. Yeah, it is the DLC. It's very good. It's very good. Welcome in, by the way. Right, so this is the mosquito wearing a disguise. It's the same guy, but he's got a pretend beard on. He's changed the color of his wings. Spider's manipulating somebody. Don't know if that guy's on here though. Oh, he's in the picture. Mosquito bringing a gift. Giving a gift to the spider. Spider flying off. Oh, I'm very confused now. Yeah, no worries. I can understand that. I hope you enjoy it when you play it. So the spider took the mosquito's wings away somehow. And the gift, I'm assuming. So this is what the spider wanted. Who is the spider? That's the question. And looks like stranded them on the island. The low tide is at 1 foot. This is like, what, 8 o'clock? High tide's at 12. And we were at 6.5, I think. Is that right? Yeah, we're at 6.5. which means it's right in the middle of that. Would be 2 p.m. Who was he meant to be meeting at 2 p.m? Buying supplies for the boat trip. Okay. Palace Guard, Special Guard, Royal Army, Royal Navy. Okay, so who is this guy? Let's start with him. He's got a hat on. All we really know, isn't it? I heard about the base game, which is like longer than this. It's like 11 or 12 chapters from the Triple Click podcast. It's Jason Schreier's podcast. If you've heard of him, he's like a video games journalist. There's three ex-Kotaku writers who are now kind of doing their own things in various different places. But yeah, I've been listening to those guys since they were at Kotaku, 4 or 5 years, and yeah, Jason Schreier recommended it from, I think it came out last year. Yeah, it's great. So I don't think he has a flower in his hat. So I'm pretty sure he's this guy, right? Habildar. But he's got 2 names. What does that mean? Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. I'm sure you would enjoy it. Less like less development centered as when compared to like DGC, but still very good. Oh, so this must be Lanka. Approach the front door. Yeah, so he's at the front door, so that must be Kirthi Bandara, I'm pretty sure. Kirthi Bandara. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to fill in. Spider created a situation where he something. Therefore, somebody where he did he do? He created the fight, right? This was everybody killing each other. Instigated somebody's... No, where's a logical place to start? What is the magic hat? Is the magic hat the golden idol? That's what he wants, right? Yeah, so the guy that they've arrested as the spider is not the spider. Somebody else talking about blasphemy. Hmm. He's pouring a drink for the mosquito. Who is the mosquito? Oh, this actually suggests there's two mosquitoes. Somebody revealed the secret. Okay, so we know that this guy, Putra's son, planned to ambush whoever the spider is after the meeting at Titania Press, but somebody had warned somebody with an encoded message. Who had warned him? This person, perhaps? What's the significance of this? Oh, is this the code? Maybe? If it is, I don't know what it says. Well, if it was, it would be like Cuts, Master Strikes, Longsword, CML. Crab's Attack. I'm not seeing the same kind of code that we saw before. This must be the encoded message, though, surely. Meeting with the old butterfly. Okay, so it's a butterfly, not a mosquito. The old butterfly is Yupik Kera. I can kind of see that. That would make the young butterfly Zibiri Kera. And what is he's talking about it? I guess he's talking about the golden idol, right? No. The spider comes in, basically seduces the boy, more or less. What did he want? Oh, he wants the life ritual? Is that how you would... No, okay. What does he call it? Fountain of Youth. So he manages to get him to talk about it. It's surely not idle location. I guess it is idle location. It's getting him to talk about the location of the idol, not the idol itself. No. Guessing. What's up here? No, we did that already. Berry Caro, put that in right. Yep. Not that many options. I've just tried a bunch of them. I created a situation where he instigated somebody's somebody revealed the secret. Not a ritual, like the golden idol isn't about a ritual, really. The door or a hatch. It's stumped now. Tried golden idol. It's not the golden idol. What are the words? It's useful. Might have created a situation where he They planned to ambush the spider after meeting at Titania Press, but somebody had warned him with an encoded message, so he forced somebody to switch clothing and wear a mask. Somebody was caught as he left through the hatch. Meanwhile, somebody left through the door, then killed Kirthi Bandara and escaped. This seems to be about the second scene. Where Yupik Kara revealed a secret. He settled the dispute, or the demand for Yupik's son to be killed by revealing the location of the idol, right? That must be what it is. What is it? Do we get any hint as to what he revealed? Sharing this secret. He must join me on the journey. So, could be the location. That makes sense. Reveal the location of the golden idol. The Raja. To help the Seven Seas Company, the spider something, the something of the something. Settled it. Saved the life of the... No. Do you think that's Kirthi Bandara though? Might have created a situation where he instigated somebody's not missing any words, which is very confusing because I feel like that should be death? Oh, saved. He saved somebody's life. Whose life did he save? Thank you for saving my life, kind sir. Okay. So the spider created a situation where he saved the Biri Kara's life. Therefore, the Biri Kara revealed the secret of the golden idol. No, that's not right either. No, he revealed the secret of the rebirth ritual. Yep. Okay, so that's how... I feel like the spider must be Gela, right? It's the gut feeling. To help the Seven Seas Company, the spider... Getting very quiet now in my mind. I mean, I'm not saying as much because I'm trying to think. To help the Seven Seas Company, the spider... Could still be one of these. Oh, he instigated the sabotage of the rebirth ritual. But Upik Kara settled it when he revealed the location of the golden idol to Raja. So is this rebirth ritual then? Yeah, okay. I thought I tried that. Because the spider had saved Zabiri Kara's life, who revealed it to him? So this would be nephew of the bookworm? No. The old butterfly, who I think is... It is Upik Kara. So that's at 1 AM. So the spider had saved Zabiri Kara's life. It makes sense to me that Upik Kara revealed the location of the golden idol to him. However, prior to that, somebody had tipped off Putra's son. Oops, no. Somebody had tipped off Putra's son about the location of the spider. Who tipped him off? So this is the spider manipulating. This is the Raja, I guess. Got a gift, so the old butterfly is bringing the gift to the spider. But before that, I had Upik Kara tipped him off. Yes. Okay. Petrus on a plan to ambush. Well, I'm gonna go with Oberon Gela. Because he was the one that saved Zabiri Kara's life. Petrus on a plan to ambush Oberon Gela after the meeting at Titania Press, but somebody had warned him with an encoded message. They forced somebody else to switch clothing and wear a mask. That's this guy. And this is at 2 PM. When he should have been meeting Buying supplies for the boat trip. Philosopher. With expensive clothing. Respected among pirates. Bit bright. Could be Roman Hendrix. Ah, that's interesting. So is this the guy that tipped him off? Because there's a letter in here from the same guy. Is this an encoded message that says that he's going to be ambushed? If it is, I don't know how. We're commissioning prints of these titles. If I took the same approach, it would be like cuts. L. The door means anything interesting? No. Just names. Oops. Proof of life after death. Oh wait, it's the old Lankan code, isn't it? So it's the number that the picture suggests, and then that many words in. So BG. So I'm assuming that's a 1. Rebs is 3, so it's A. Or just another A. L. L. Is it maybe that code for each line, like the previous puzzle? Where is it? It's the other picture, isn't it? No, that's not it. It's this guy. Imagine what number the picture represents. And the sentence counter the word matching that number. That was follow me. not sure who that guy is for sure. Okay, so it's 2, which I would expect to be guards. Guards? Oh, guard, it's the word. Guards will attack after Lemurian leaves. Okay. So it's the Master of Library who warned him. Who is Siva Udawate. So who did he force to change clothing? It's this guy. How can we know? Got a mask locked on. What other clues do we have? Appears to not be armed. We haven't figured out what is going on with this paint. So somebody was pretending that this would be the spider changed into this outfit. Switched clothes, so that suggests the guy is Yupik Kara. Yupik Kara was caught as he left through the hatch. Meanwhile, Orangela. The Lemurian priest had hoped to fulfill his honor-bound duty by revealing the location of the golden idol to Oberon Geller before allowing Putrisson to ambush and arrest him. But Oberon had been forewarned, so he forced Yupik to exchange clothing at gunpoint and made him wear a mask. While Putra's people were distracted by the masked Yupik, Oberon, disguised as the priest, killed the guard and escaped with the map. Yay! I just want to finish this off. Yupik Kara. Okay, so he came out the front door, killed this guy. He wouldn't have gone down there. Where did he go? Ran around here he was on a scooter. So he came over here, ditched the disguise, climbed up here, sent himself down like Flying Fox style in the basket. Dipped himself in paint for some reason. Don't know why. What the significance of that is. What was going on up here? There was something about maximum load 4 vases. 30 sir. Oh, that was probably a... There was something about how much he weighed in the description as well, wasn't there? Weighed 95 sir. I'm still not quite following that. Is it just indicating that he fell into the paint? Or... Maximum load 4 vases. A vase is 30 sir, sorry. So the maximum load would have been 120. So he would have been able to just go down. It should have been fine. I feel like there's a detail there I'm missing, but... Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually have to look at any of this to figure it out. But I'm just trying to figure it out in my mind now. And this indicated when he was meeting. It should have been 1 a.m. That's the bit I don't get. Where is that? No, it was in here. Oh no, it's on the wall. The low tide is at 8 a.m. Yeah, I don't really understand that. I would have thought it would be at 2 p.m. given that the water level is at 6.5. Guess I'm reading this graph wrong. The lowest at 1. Because he should have just met with the old butterfly, which is 1 a.m. I'm just getting my AMs and PMs confused. Oh, I guess it could be either, couldn't it? It could be... Oh yeah, it's nighttime, so it's 2 a.m. So just after he's met with the Lemurian. Okay, that makes sense. So this one makes sense. It's only really this paint bit that I'm not 100% sure on. Don't know why he... Oh, I mean, it's possible this paint was already kind of spilled out because it's kind of got some indication that the paint is spilling out anyway. So he jumped out of his basket, stepped in it, and then wandered off down to the boats. Okay. Listen, Albert. Hold a proposition of business. Thank you for playing the Spider of Lanka. You are welcome. Well, it's kind of amusing that, like, Oberon Geller was the one behind, you know, getting the location of the idol, because at the very start of the base game, Albert Cloudsley is pushing Oberon Geller off a cliff to take the idol from him. So, unfortunate for the spider that he couldn't survive a long drop off a cliff. But yes, I do strongly recommend checking out the game if you haven't before. Definitely worth the price of admission. But I will say thank you again to PlayStack for sending me a free key, which I very much appreciate, and I very much enjoyed playing that game. So yeah, it's really good, Lost Lake. I was just saying earlier, I'd say probably my favorite game of last year. So it's, yep, strong recommend. But yeah, I'm glad I'm impressed I got through it all. I was a bit stuck a few times, so glad I got through it and felt like I made sense of it, which was good. Yeah, I hope you have a blast. I'm sure you will. Cool. Well, I'm done for tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I will be back on Sunday for some more Elden Ring shenanigans. But until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Stay out.